Hey everybody, we're on to how-to video number 5, which is separate raw materials from inventory, and we're going to talk about the details behind their backup tabs in our books. Um, so when it comes to making stuff and making products, there's 3 processes of how it goes. So first you have to order the raw materials, and then second you have to convert the raw materials into inventory. So the good question to ask, and then you can use this as a principle base, is it product that needs to be made as another product? And I should probably keep that as a question, huh? So the reason for that is because sometimes, like for example, we have hammock stands and solar chargers. We don't go through any manufacturing process to make that into inventory. So once we buy those things, we just account for it as inventory right off the bat. We don't have to make it as raw materials. On the other hand, hammocks, nylon material that makes the straps, paracord rope, the thread that sews the hammocks, and the bags. Drawstring bags is another one. That's probably one that we should probably put in. All that stuff is considered as raw material. It hasn't been converted into an inventory that you sell. So anyway, and then step 3 is selling that inventory for a certain amount of revenue, whatever you price it at and whatever your customers will buy it for. So let's just say hypothetically we decided to go ahead and buy 10 more blue hammocks, right around the same price. This was including sales tax, so unfortunately every amount is different for what you order it for. So that means you have to know exactly what the people are making your material out of, whether it's this hammock or this hammock. This should say green hammocks, or even with paracord bracelets. Is it this amount? Is it or is it this type? Is it this type? Is it the 550 black? So all that stuff. So I'm just gonna give you an example. Let's say we decide to go ahead and order some blue hammocks, 10 of them to be exact. Raw material purchase. You can keep that as a description. 10 blue hammocks. Okay. So for this general ledger, you're going to keep it at raw materials. You're going to debit raw materials, it's an asset, and then you're going to credit your cash since you're paying for it. And then it's going to be 105.90. 105.90. Oops, sorry. 105. Wow, okay, here we go. 105.90. Okay, so you can see here we've accounted for it, but then our raw materials tab says that we're off by $105.90. That's because we just barely bought some and we've accounted for it in our books, but it's not actually in our inventory backup tab, or sorry, raw materials backup tab. So right here it says we have 10 hammocks already that are blue. So we just need to add 10 more on top of it, simple as that, right? So now we have 20 blue hammocks and it evens out. So when you're purchasing any type of raw material, just know that you can always put the amount for what it's worth here when you buy it, and then go to the books and account for it, or you can do this first and then go to raw materials and account for when you buy it. So anyway, that's how to do raw materials. Now we're going to go on to when you make inventory and when you do production stuff, how that is going to convert from raw materials to your inventory. So we'll see you in the next video.